Hello everyone and welcome back to another round of Driven by Speed. The Tier 1 series. We are now traveled to the Middle East at Secure Bahrain at the Bahrain International Circuit for the Bahrain Grand Prix. The last time we were here last week, we were at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. And a little bit to note as well, we had a fourth different race winner. Iconic Q joined the winners club along with Absolute Unit, who currently has the most wins out of anybody, who has 3, along with Can't Do Crap and Big Chich. And also to note, Jackie Perez, or Orphan Drop, scored his very first points as well by finishing in 9th place, even though he had 15 seconds worth of time penalties in that race. As far as the incidents, from what I've seen, there isn't really anything as far as anything major. Just a reprimand between Vision and Blocky for internet issues, but other than that, nothing on that sort of a big scale. But also to note, no quali ban for anyone in this round. The first time we've ever seen that, I guess, since the first round, because the first round you don't get a quali ban. But yes, no one got a quali ban for today's race, so that is very good news indeed. So, with that out of the way, we get a qualifying in the way. So, Bahrain International Circuit is probably one of my personal favorite tracks. It could be said for a few others. The track was made in 2004, designed by Herman Tilke. It is a 5.4 kilometer track, or in my English, 3.3 miles. And you may also notice as well in the telemetry, I actually switched it to kilometers an hour, so be a little bit easier for anyone in the audience who is Australian, of course. But yes, very good circuit indeed. They didn't have a race in Bahrain, unfortunately, in 2011, obviously because of political reasons. But ever since then, it's been the home of the Bahrain Grand Prix since 2004. In 2010, though, they did use the endurance layout, which was the part of the outer layout that actually F1 used in last season, if you remember. Last season from the Secure Grand Prix, which Sergio Perez got his very first win in Formula 1, and then we saw George Russell debuting in the Mercedes-Benz. And as far as that goes in concern, Bottas already crashed. He has crashed out. That's at turn 10. Let's see if I can. There's Iconic Q coming down turn 10. That's a bit interesting to crash at that particular area. Normally you don't see drivers crash around turn 10, or the exit of turn 10 down the back stretch. Well, anyway, that's Bottas qualifying over for him already. We're only 3 minutes into it. But yeah, this track is also very good for overtaking. You got 3 DRS zones, one down the front stretch, one to turn 1, the other one down towards turn 4, and then the one that you just saw in the back straight towards turn 11. Iconic Q comes across the line, sets a 1:27.1 to set the benchmark for the qualifying session. Blocky falls behind with a 27.3. Bitch's the only driver on the medium tires, along with curving and Honest Crook will be coming around the line soon, as Carlos goes to a 27.8. Bitch will be the next one to cross. He'll be on the medium tire, and the times will be a 1:28.7, just over 1.5 seconds off of the pole time, but not a bad lap on the medium tire. And there's a, I think that's an Alpha that's gone a little bit slow. That's Reedy going a bit slower, I think. Like, ooh. A little bit of puff of smoke as well. And the brakes locking up. Captain Crab goes to pole right now with a 26.9. First driver to crack into the 26s. And we'll also go over the championship standings a little bit later on. Let's see if I can find anyone that maybe is on an outlap. Or along with James Cruz and the McLaren. Give you a bit of a guided tour of the Bahrain International Circuit. As he's going around the final turn to start his flying lap. So here we go, down the front straight with the DRS open. Open up the rear wing. Up to speeds of 324 kilometers an hour, braking just at 100 meters, turning into turn 1. Then you got the little kink of turn 2, gets a little bit squirrely there at turn 2 and 3. Down the second DRS zone, and braking just before 50 meters. Short shift to third. Ooh, that's yeah, there we go. I was gonna say I normally shifted to fourth because it at least maximizes the traction, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case there for Jenks. He'll do his lap again. So let's see if I can find anyone else. Well, we'll probably just give you a guide tour of it later, I guess. Actually, we'll follow on with Orphan Drop. Looks like he's on a lap. And looks like he's getting a tow from his teammate, Lane Everingham. So he goes towards turn 1, and the Kings are turns 2 and 3. And he's going to get another tow as well down the straight towards turn 4. Lane gain out of the way. Very nicely done. Third gear through the exit there of turn 4. Now through the critical middle section of the track. I say this is critical because this could... Ooh, that's the reason why. You make one little slip off in that middle sector by hitting a curve and it puts you out of line and ruins your lap. Now coming down towards turn 10. This area is very easy to lock up if you don't have ABS on, and you'll see some rubber being cemented onto that part of the corner. Down the back straightaway towards turn 11. This area is a bit of a accident zone, particularly turn 12. You see that curve there on the inside. You touch that, your car is going to go looping around. Down towards turn 13, short shift into third gear, up to fourth, fifth, sixth gear, down towards the final couple of corners of turns 14 and 15. To 14, and that little kink there is also a corner there as well. That is turn 15. DRS open to the line, 127.6. But also, while I was trying to find someone doing a lap, Absolute Unit is on pole position by, looks like by over 15 thousandths of a second over Can't Do Crap. So they're the only ones right now into the 126 mark. Lucky's still going, and he's on 3 laps on those tires. Okay, he's going to be going a bit, so I can see that the light's blinking. Unless he's at... Oh, he's out of ERS. That's the reason why. Up to the line is a 127.2. You don't want to be starting that on those tires. That's going to be a bit of a killer if I'm completely honest with you. But yeah, the thing about this circuit is the main thing is that you have to worry about is tire management. It is a track that can make or break your strategy depending on how your tire wear is. Obviously the softs are going to be the critical tire if you are on them, because they do wear out very quickly. Usually by like 6 laps they'll probably towards the end of its life, and you won't really, you know, have the necessary grip for it. But usually the medium tire is the best tire around here. I've seen drivers do either a soft hard, soft medium, even if they stretch the softs for another like 10 to 11 laps. It'll be interesting to see what the strategies will be. And there's BCP giving the banana cake pie emojis as usual. Thank you for that, banana. Alright, so let's see who we got close. Let's see one of the Mercedes. That must be the Stone Towel. And he is, it says he's up by over half a second, so let's see what he can do. Crosses the line. So it's a 1:26.9. Not a bad lap there from the Stone Towel. Usually he doesn't really qualify up at the front row too often, but he's showing some pretty decent pace. Now one thing to note too is that he doesn't usually have ABS on. He usually has it off, but I know there was a little rumor before I came to the comm boxes that he decided to switch on the ABS. Same with Tim, because he usually runs without ABS as well. So they're just trying to do it just only for this track. And speaking of which, he's up by over half a second as well through the middle sector. And coming around the final turn through the kink, DRS open to the line, sets a 1:26.6. That is a tremendous improvement. He's up by over 1.5 tenths from absolute unit. That is a really good lap. Could we see Tim on pole position? We'll have to wait and see. Just ahead of the championship leader. There's Iconic Q coming through back stretch of turn 3 into turn 4. I think we've got one of the Alpines that's about to start a lap, I think, or is it a Williams? Sometimes I get the colors so mixed up with Williams and Alpine because they look so similar. I just don't like that. I think that was Lane. Yep, it was. That's just starting his lap now. I think one of the AlphaTauri's improved. That was Butler, going up to 7th with a 1:27.4. Only 6 minutes left into the session. We only have one driver on the mediums that has done a lap, and that is Lane Everingham with a 1:28 flat. They just abandoning his lap. BCP! 1:26.5. Where did that come from? Wow, look at that. Aston Martin showing the muscles here in Bahrain. Right now locking in a 1-2 spot. As I say that though, Iconic Q has now jumped to pole with a 1:26.4. Just by nearly half a tenth over BCP. Only the top 6 are separate by just half a second. So it's pretty close here in qualifying. See what Lane's doing here. He's doing another lap. Is he going into the piece? Oh, I mean, pits. No, he's not. He's going on another lap. Alright, so he probably will just try again. And Butler looks like he's coming into the pits. False is invalidated, so he's not going to improve. What about Orphan Drop? What is he going to do? Let's see what car number 8 for the Williams team does. He improves to 10th with a 1:27.4. Vision is slowing down, not really improving at all. That's correct. Let's see how you're doing. You're up by nearly a second. So from this position, he looks like he could creep his way into the top 10. We'll have to wait and see. This is the man that got the podium at Zandvoort a couple races ago. Him and Dan Racer gained their very first podiums there. To the line, he did a 27.2, so it's up to 7th place ahead of Blocky. Goes the AlphaTauri. And nothing else too major. I think everyone's just not really everyone's on track at the moment. We do have 3.5 minutes left, so we'll see some more drivers coming out, I would assume. I think that might be Konas. That's about to end his lap shortly. But he does not like he's going to improve. So he's going to go to the pits. He's got time to do another lap. And that is a AlphaTauri of Butler that's spun at turn 3. Almost the same corner where Nikita Mazepin spun out at the real-life Bahrain Grand Prix. And right now he is just behind Lane Everingham. I wonder if Lane's going to go for another lap soon on softs, because as Arthur Drupp has decided to call quits in the pit lane, so he's happy where he is. Now, I was going to say, like, I was wondering if Lane is going to try to at least go in the pits and go for a soft run, because he doesn't have enough time. And the yellow flag is obviously for Lane slowing down, because he's out of fuel. That is the most annoying thing too about this game. Really, it's just how whenever there's a yellow flag, it blocks the clock, so I can't really see how much time is left. Anyway, there's Curving Texas, one of the championship contenders. He's about to start his lap. He hasn't set a lap on the board. He's looking to try to do it on this chance. He's got one chance to do it. So we'll follow on with him. I think he's the only one that's the closest to a lead lap. Actually, I think Butler might be. No, I think it's Curving. Never mind. 27.9 through the first sector. That's not bad through the first sector. Oz Crook has decided to call quits in the pit lane. He's going to start 7th if that's the case. Lane is also retired in the pits as well. So he'll start either 17th, 18th on the grid, but we'll wait and see for his sake. So curving down the back stretch towards turn 11 and up towards turn 12. See what the middle sector is. He's purple in the middle sector, 105 flat. Quickest in the middle sector. Could it be a genuine purple? We'll see. He needs to be a 126.499 in order to get pole position. Round the final corner. DRS open to the line. Curving sets a 126.5 and splits the Aston Martins. So that's good enough for third. And it looks like no one else is. I was gonna say no one else has improved. Absolutely has improved. 126.3 for the Alpine driver. Dan the Racer, I think, will be the next one to cross, but he's doing it out, getting ready to start a lap. One of the Mercs is coming. Big Chich, half a second up to the line. 126.8, good enough for 6th place. What about Blocky? He goes up into 2nd. 126.353. Just misses out by almost 40 milliseconds between him and Absolute Unit. Stone Tower will be the next one to cross the line. What will he put up to the line? 26.7. Out-qualifies Big Chich. I think that's the first time he's actually out-qualified him as well. James comes in. One of the Ferraris is coming. I think that's... Can't do crap. He's done. 26.9. That's good enough for him to be up in 9th place. Conehouse is the next one to cross. He's up by over 4/10. This could be enough to get ahead of Can't Do Crap. To the line. Nope, it splits the Ferraris. 126.959. Butler goes to 9th with a 126.897. Dan the Racer, the next one to cross. He's up by just over a 10th. To the line. 27.5 for the Haas. But another pole position for absolutely, I think, from memory, I think this is his third pole in a row for the Alpine driver. So well done to him, for sure. Showing everyone why he is the championship leader. Just putting up laps like that. It's close qualifying. You expect that out of Bahrain, but look how close that is between him and Blocky. Oh, it's by 35 milliseconds between those two. Yeah, and look at that. The top 13 separated by just about 9/10 of a second. Blocky, Iconic Q, BCP, Curving, Tim, Stonetail, Big Butler, Canty Crap, Conehouse, Vision, Oscrook, Reedy, Orphan Drop, Dan the Racer, False Equation, Lane Everingham, James Cruz, and Bodhon, who did not set a time because he crashed out on his outlap, unfortunately. But yeah, the championship standings, let's go over that just real quickly. We'll go over the top 10. So as it stands, Absolute Unit is in the lead with 143 points over Curving Texas. In third is Big Chich with 103. Canty Crap in fourth with 102. BCP with 86. In sixth is Botta with 70. Seventh is Iconic Q with 60. Tim in eighth with 54. Tied with 54 with False Equation. And then Lane Everingham has 50 points in 10th. In the constructor side of things, Alpine is lead with 197 points. Second is McLaren with 153. Aston Martin in third with 140. Red Bull with 128. Mercedes in fifth with 119. Ferrari in sixth with 115. AlphaTauri with 96. Haas in eighth with 73. Alfa Romeo in ninth with 72. And then Williams rounds off the rest of the constructor stands with 58. 29 laps will come around here at Bahrain. And let's look at what tire everyone is on. Top 10 obviously expected on the soft compound tire. And the rest of the bottom, from 11th to 19th, are on the mediums, except for Bodot, who is going for the hards. So he's going to try to see if he can go for a hard, medium sort of strategy. And maybe pray that the safety car will come its way. I don't think we had one last week. We'll see how it goes this week. Yeah, absolutely. Now leading the field for the formation lap. Going quite slowly. He is going quite slow. Beatrice has been disqualified along with Butler for touching each other during the formation lap. Now that's a start to see. But yeah, we'll walk you through the grid one more time if you just tune in. Absolute Unit on pole position along with Blocky Rex, Iconic Q, BCP running off the front row of the grid. Curving Texas in 5th, Tim Ant in 6th, Stotel in 7th place, Big Chich in 8th, Butler in 9th, Canty Craft completes your top 10, Conehouse in 11th, Vision in 12th, Honest Crook in 13th, Reedy in 14th, Orphan Drop in 15th, Dan the Racer in 16th, False Equation in 17th, Lane Everingham in 18th, James Cruz in 19th, and Bodhon completes the rest of the field as Orphan Drop gets disqualified as well from the formation lap. Also get rid of that little tire graphic. We don't need that for the moment. The problem with that, the thing I hate about this, that graphic, that's the standings graphic, is it just takes so much space. Because if I want to see any of the action, I don't want to see just a giant standing board in the middle of it. I know Lane has that same thing as well in terms of times when he commentates. There you see the strategies as well. You saw a two-stop strategy for the Alpine driver Absolute Unit. You can go for a two-stop. It can work, but track position is crucial, and the undercut around here is powerful. That's another thing to know as well. But here we go. We got the 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. That was a fairly quick light off the line, but it's absolutely that gets away well. Iconic Q looking around the outside. Blocky tries to go around the inside into turn 1. Here comes Iconic Q. He'll have the inside line in turn 2. Ahead of Blocky Rex. He didn't get a good exit out of that corner. Looks like everyone getting through unscathed. Curving, trying to get past the Aston Martin of BCP. Side by side between Blocky and Curving through turn 4. Nothing major there. Vision's lost a couple of places there as well. Down through the middle section they go. Ooh, a little bit of a skirmish there from James at the exit of one of the curbs. Stone Tell, though, meanwhile, has plummeted from 7th to 19th. I don't know what's happened to him, but he is dropped like a rock in the middle part of the track. Probably had a bit of a spin somewhere. Oh, this midfield is getting all sorts of antsy there. As Balda trying to go on the inside, 3-way. Oh, he pushes them off. Vision pushes them off into the braking boards. Well, they're good. Oh, more. Oh, hello. Okay, I guess that was lag. I saw there was no braking boards, so I think that is genuine contact, but I don't think the rest was. Anyway, up the field, Absolute Unit coming across the line to complete lap 1, leads by half a second between himself and Iconic Q. Blocky still stays in 3rd, currently made up a place ahead of one of the ass, and that is Bodhod. He has crashed at the final corner, and I think no, his front wing's intact. That Red Bull's front wing is definitely not intact. Conehouse has got to pit for a new front wing. Can't do crap and offer drop pit for a new front wing, as they must have got damaged on the opening lap. Unfortunate for those 3. We'll have to need a safety car, or those 4, I should say. We'll definitely need a safety car to get them back into this race. Rounding turn 10. DRS is not enabled just quite yet. That will happen once lap 3 commences. Aston Martin's do, although looking really solid so far, 5th and 6th so far. Having themselves a very strong qualifying performance. Qualifying almost close to the front row, as Vision already a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings for the Ferrari driver. Normally this is a track not really hard not to accumulate penalties. And Vision's out, he's crashed. He has crashed at turn 13, and a virtual safety car has been deployed. Virtual safety car out. Vision out of the race. Crashing out at turn 13. Must have, I'm gonna guess he hit the outside curb and just spun his wheels too much. Stone Tell pits for a new front wing along with James. Unfortunate for those 2. What they need is a full safety car, not a virtual. They go into the medium tire for the Mercedes crew, and James actually goes to the hard tire. So, I mean, I struggled to do 22 laps on hard tires. By the time I got to the final lap of the race, I got a puncture. I know those tires won't carry that far to the end of the race. And you do 20. Oh, absolutely spins! He lost the traction out of turn 10, probably got caught off guard by the virtual safety car. And now he's got that Alfa Romeo all over the back of him. Almost costly error there from the Alpine driver, Absolute Unit. The championship leader has now got the Alfa Romeo breathing down his neck as they now make their way towards the final couple of corners. DRS is also enabled. He should be able to get him with him before the braking zone. Right on board. He's got DRS. He's not using any battery as well, but he's got a massive slipstream. And he's going to go down the inside, wheel to wheel, into turn 1. Still wheel to wheel. Absolutely keeps the position. Great defending there. But how much longer can he hold it? As they go towards turn 4. He's got 2 other cars behind him with DRS. Down the inside goes out Q, and he takes the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Not really mucking about there, Q, but he will be under threat from absolutely a few other cars behind. He doesn't pull away. It's not very easy to pull away on a track like this. DRS around this track is quite powerful as well. On board with the Alpine. And obviously he's not close. He'll just get to him once he gets to the front straight. Just needs to stay with him. 4/10 is the gap. And a little bit of... Oh, hello, what's going on here? Yeah, the racer... Ooh. There's a little combat there between the Haas and the AlphaTauri. You look at this top 8, and it's like... Probably I want to say 2 seconds separate from like 1st to 8th place. Here comes the absolute unit down the inside. He's not close enough. He can't make the move stick just quite yet. Q gets a bad exit though out of that corner. That gives absolutely all the impetus he needs into turn 4. And now he takes back the lead of the race. Into 1st place goes the Alpine. Meanwhile, the 2 SMRs I thought had a little bit of a scrap there, but everything's fine there. Oh, right wide is blocky. And Tim has lost it. He's lost it at, I think that's turn 7. Yeah, turn 7. And so tells up the session, unfortunately. Hopefully he can get back soon. Oh, contact between Tim and Dan the racer as they make their way down towards turn 10. Oh, Dan the racer, one's very wide, locked up a lot there. I think he might have to give that place back. He used a lot of outside track there. As Tim gets back into 10th place. Yeah, I think he might have dropped it on that curve. That curve there at turn 7, I've had an accident there before in another league. That curve is pretty deadly, so you don't want to touch that. Especially with these curves being deadly in this game. False Equation has spun at the same place that Vision spun a while ago. Turn 13. Meanwhile, up the front, Q takes back the lead into turn 1. Those two have swapped places yet again, but will the Alpine fight back into turn 4? He's got the DRS. He's using all the battery. He's using the curve that might have compromised him. He's not close. Yeah, that compromised his run a little bit there. Trying to make a move down the inside. That you're not going to make a move there that often unless you're alongside the car in front of you. Literally no separation from the top 7. Literally none. Yellow flags. What is that for? Oh, that's Tim. He's had another moment. Coming out of turn 8. Ugh. Not having himself he is not having himself a great race. Unfortunately there. Well, Q is put up a little bit of a gap almost. Look at the battery life between these two. 48%. Q's got 73. Q's not using any sort of battery. If I were absolute unit, I would just try to save the battery. Q trying to trying to break the slipstream. Ooh, it locks up pretty badly there, going to turn 1. That might have compromised them a little bit. Here comes the Alpine, getting closer. Nope, he's not close. Not close enough to make any sort of move. while that's happening for these two, you got Blocky, Curving, and BCP still hanging on a little bit. Now we've got the top 6. Separate by just over a second, or maybe by 2 seconds. I guess, oh, Chich must have made a stop. I did not catch that. Yeah, Chich must have made a pit stop already. Is he gone? What tire has he gone on? He's gone to the mediums. So he's probably trying to gamble a 2-stop strategy. Probably the others are going to try to gamble for a 1-stop. Try to go from soft to hard. Figure out what they do. Right in the final couple of corners. And Absolutely is going to the bits. So he's going to go for the undercut attempt, which is quite powerful around here in Bahrain. Banana follows him as well. Iconic, Blocky, Curving, and Butler stay out. Unfortunately for Blocky and Butler, they won't have DRS to help them out. Reedy, though, having himself a great race so far. In 5th place. And I think he's the lead medium runner out of the bunch, too. So well done so far for him. Alfa Romeo looking really good so far in this race. Let's see what everyone pitted for. Banana and Absolutely is going to the softs again. Well, he's definitely going to have to go for a 2-stop. BCP has gone to the mediums. So he's going to try to go longer. As Bejic on a moment there. Well, that's costly for any sort of undercut attempt that he was aiming for against the top runners. He's lost. He's only not only lost that chance, but he's also lost out to BCP and False. Alright, let's see. When did these guys come in? Lap 8. Do they go in? Hockey stays out. Those Curving and Blocky and Butler. They're all staying out. I'm gonna guess they're gonna go for the mediums. They're gonna stretch these softs to the medium tire on their pit stop. I know the medium tires can maybe last 15 to 16 laps. If you make it to lap 11 or 12, it can work, but that's a bit of a gamble too. BCB going down the inside, Dan the Racer into 10th. Dan also locking up as well. But yeah, absolutely, it's definitely going to have to make another stop. He'll have to stop maybe within 10 laps to go. And that's also an old set of softs, I think, that he's using. Gap right now is 1.1 seconds. Made that 1 second now. Between Iconic Q and Curving. Oh, and Blocky spun it! He's lost it coming out of turn 12. I told you that would be a hot spot. Oh, he's got to be very careful. There's cars coming behind. Oh, he's going to get caught by Reedy. Oh. Oh, goodness me. That might have been out of frustration, though. That re-entry I thought was a little bit dangerous. And proved it dearly. Yeah, Blocky, unfortunately, has now dropped down to 9th without even making a stop. He had to have touched the curb, I would assume. Now Honest Crooked and Reedy are battling out for 4th place. Oh, contact a little bit there. There was also contact I remember seeing from between. No, the driver got DRS? Well, that's interesting. Going into turn 4. Honest Crooked. Oh, Reedy's lost it! Oh, it did. Oh. They didn't lose it badly, though. Fortunately for him, I thought he might have lost it going straight to the barriers. Nope, not the case. And you can see all that rubber there being cemented there at turn 8. Turn 8's also another area that you can lock up pretty good as well. Oh, really goes he goes way too deep. He's off the track even. Rejoins ahead of Lane Everingham. So far, not a bad race. Actually, can I mention about Lane? Where did he start? I think he started in 19th. Overdrop's out. He's crashed. That is at turn 8. Will that be a safety car? There it is. Safety car has been deployed. I know what exactly he's done. He's crashed it at the outside. He hit the outside curb at turn 7 and just completely lost it. A safety car has been deployed. Wow. Well, there you go. Well, this will definitely help these guys out for sure in the top 3. Not so much for the medium runners. Coming onto the hards. Tim on the hards as well. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's the mediums. Excuse me. Bejcic. I remember I did a mistake a while back. He's up to 4th. Well, there you go. Now he's within a shout. Also, everyone's going to the hards. If you're on the mediums, stays out. Oh no, did he say? Oh no, he put it for another mediums, did he? Yeah, he did. Yeah, because that's brand new. Blocky on the hard tire. So he doesn't want to gamble going onto the hard tire or to the medium tire. Let's see. That's a bit of a well, let's see. Under racing conditions, we should be, if we could get everyone back on the grid, we will be doing about 16 more laps, or no, 17 more laps to go. On the mediums, that's a stretch. On the hards, you should be able to make it to the end. It's going to be very interesting to see what goes on with these medium runners up for sure in the top 5. Tim is Tim actually managed to get back up to the top 5 after his little accident a little while ago. There you go, a little recovery drive there from the Aston Martin. One Aston Martin that's in the top 5, the other one just hanging on to the top 10. Well, meanwhile, in 14th, this might help his race a little bit. Present though, on the soft compound tire. That is a very interesting strategy he's trying to pull off. I mean, he's definitely not going to make it to the end, that's for sure. I think if I were him, I would just hit, get another chance. What's going on? Oh, it's just James going to this. Is he switching on to another tire? Why are you going to the softs? What? Why? You're not going to make it to the end of the soft tire. What? Okay, if you wanted to make another stop, you could have gone to the mediums, maybe. Not the softs. Okay. Take the risk, I guess. I mean, well, hopefully it pays off for you. I mean, just saying, you're not going to make it like 19 laps on those tires. That's a stretch and a half. Bejcic's tires, though, is going to be a bit of a question mark because he's on 4 laps on those tires, soon to be 5. Of course, he's doing a couple of those laps without being under racing conditions. And there's that lovely little Aston Martin safety car with that big old guppy mouth. Passing through. Along behind him with 17 Formula 1 cars, soon to be 18 Formula 1 cars once Prezzo gets back up to the back of the grid. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of an interesting stretch for Bejcic. I think he's going to have to pray for another safety car to happen. Because if he pits, again, he's going to have to, he's going to lose quite a bit of position as safety car is coming in. Very late call there. So Ikoniki will lead the pack. He goes whenever he feels like it. As long as no one passes at the control line. And they go now. Didn't catch Curving off guard, but it caught a couple of them off guard. Ikoniki trying to break the slipstream. Curving thought about making a move there. Here comes Big Chich down the inside. Into turn 1. Nope, cannot get past the AlphaTauri. Oh, gets a little bit squirrely there on exit. That'll give him a little bit of a compromise between him and Tim. Yellow flags. There's 2 cars there off at turn 3. That's James that can't do crap. At turn 3 has gone off, but they're still going. Thankfully for their sake. Brought on and false. Bailing out as well. But these, oh, very deep there on the brakes going is the Alpine of Absolute Unit. And he's under pressure from PCP, who's made his way up 4 position, made that 5 maybe. He could get past. No, he cannot. Oh, he's hanging around the outside. That's a brilliant move. Nice move there from BCP. Hanging around the outside at turn 12. You don't normally see moves around that corner that often around the outside. But he pulled it off. Nice move. DRS will be enabled once lap 15 comes in. And James gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That would be the second driver to get it. Vision got it before, but he's DNF'd. Oh, wait. Did I not catch this? I guess I did not. Curving is in the lead. I did not catch this, apparently. I really just noticed that. Oops. But there you go. Curving is in the lead of the race. Iconic Q is in second. This must have happened while I was a bit distracted from the other stuff going on. We'll now make the way down towards turn 11. Yeah, they must have changed positions when I was looking at Tim and Big Chich. I think what was going on. There you go. And there's Banana right behind Big Chich. Big Chich might be struggling a little bit there with those older medium tires. PCPs are brand spanking new. However, meanwhile, obviously struggling to even keep up with the medium tires as Kirby sets the fastest lap of the race, a 1:29.9. Now DRS is enabled. Let's see what these two will come into play. These two had a little bit of history, if you remember, back in Spain at turn 5 when they were battling for the lead. Iconic squeezed Curving onto the gravel trap at turn 5 at Spain, resulting in him DNFing, and then Iconic getting a qualifying ban. Oh, Curving might have made a little bit of a mistake. He lost about nearly half a second through that S section there. Yeah, so he must have made a mistake there. I generally think this could be the battle for the race win. We might see here, folks. Will Curving Texas get his very first win? He hasn't got one yet. Could be staring at a 5th different race winner, or Iconic Q getting his 2nd win of the season. The one at Coda last week. Well, it could be either of these two, Butler and Tim. Meanwhile, further back, BCP trying to go down the inside. He will get the DRS. Yep, he will, because he was behind Beachage before they got to the detection line. He should be able to. Yes, he does. There you go. Like I said. And into 5th place. So the Aston Martins are in the top 5. Looking very strong so far in this race. And yellow flags. Let's see who that is. Oh, it's Bonhard. And falls. And absolutely it's out of the race. He's out. He's crashed. At turn 3, another safety car has been deployed. Oh my. There's absolutely his car right there. Was there contact between him and Big Chich? There were 4 cars I saw in that corner. I think I saw Bonhard and Lane having a little coming together. But I think the bigger one was absolutely in Chich. Because look at what Chich is. He's in 15th. Well, I mean, I don't know exactly what happened. I just saw the incident. But wow, a safety car now deployed. Now what do you do? I'm gonna guess the hard runners are gonna get off of these tires. But wow, that's some championship implications I've ever seen one. I think by the end of this race, he might absolutely might lose the championship lead. Covering stays out. Hugh comes in. No, he does not. He dummies. He stays out. Top 5 stay out. Honest Crook, Reedy, and Walkie are coming in. Cono's coming in. Lane is staying out. And so is False. They're all staying out. Soft tires for Honest Crook. I like the gamble he's doing here. I like it. Reedy on the mediums. Walkie on the mediums. Konos on the mediums. I think that's the same mediums he used a while ago. Because it says it's 2 laps old. It's also up Stone Tower a little bit too, because he's now into 12th. After having a spin on lap 1. Cantu craps up to 13th after having to come together with James. Chich comes out to 15th. Well done, 16th. They go to the medium tire. James is coming in. 5-second penalty for speed in the pits. And now he goes on to the set of mediums. Okay. But I like what Honest Crook is doing. I like the gamble. Is it doable though? Can he make it? Well, let's see. Under racing conditions, you should have 11 laps to go. So yes, you can make it to the end, I think. But it's going to require quite a bit of tire management. But overall, Honest Crook should be the fastest car out on the track once we get back under green flag racing. But yeah, I have no idea what happened to Absolute Unit. I'm not sure if there was a spin or if there was contact with Chich, because Chich was on the side. I saw Bonhard and Lane at that same corner. I don't know. I mean, maybe the incident reports will tell a different story, but we'll wait and see at the end of the race. Wow. Yeah, this race has definitely turned on its head a little bit. I think by this stage, excuse me, in my throat. I think by this stage, the mediums should make it to the end for the top 5. 6 and 7 should easily do that. I'm keen to see what this guy does. He's gonna go 8th place. He's gonna have to work his way through the field to do so. But he's going to have plenty of grip. Those are brand spanking new soft tires he's got there on his crook. I think if I'm correct, where he is right now, I think if he finishes... Oh, okay, there's a little bit of lag on my end. As Reedy and blocking in a 5-second penalty for the severe collision. Oh, so that was genuine, but just part of this lag. Right, okay. But yeah, I think Reedy would be in a very good finish. I don't think he's ever finished the top 10 in this league so far, so he's looking on for a very strong result in that Alfa Romeo. We're just waiting on James though, as he is way far back at turn 8. Yeah, we're going one more lap. Big hook with the safety car. We should have 10 laps to go then, once we get going once more. I think at this stage, James should be able to catch them maybe by the time they get to turn 4. You get a little whoosh there from the Aston Martin safety car. Oh, hello. Chich and Block here in the pits. So we're in a 5-second penalty there. 5 seconds served there for Blocky as well. He must have got wing damage. Oh, he did. From the contact with Reedy down at turn 10. And unfortunately for him, he loses out to James. So Blocky is now down to stone dead last. I couldn't tell because, I mean, I know in this game, if you get some damage on the front wing, sometimes it doesn't show you that you do have damage. Like your wing could look perfectly fine, but then the car does not feel perfectly fine, you know? So yeah, Blocky's now down towards the back of the field. So I think now we should have the safety car come in at the end of this lap. Tell me once we get to sector 3. Yep, there you go. Race control has called in the safety car. Now Karen just waits for that British green Aston Martin to go. And he will leave the field once again. Under green flag conditions. McConaughey does not want to get too close. He doesn't want to get a penalty. Let's see, he's got to wait till he goes. Kervin's going now. But that didn't caught you off guard. He's literally all over the papaya McLaren. Just only 3/10 as they now make their way towards turn 1. Ooh, lock up there from, I think that was from Hugh or Butler going to turn 1. So they now make their way towards turn 4. Where is Osterkirk? He's in 8th right now. Trying to get past False. He does it with ease. False doesn't even fight him. Bitches is now moving up a few places there. Blocky moving up a few places there, as they are also in the soft compound tire. Osterkirk has now got to get past Lane Everingham. If Osterkirk though has got to get by everybody now before those tires decided to go dead in terms of its grip. Bitches a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. So we now have 4 active drivers with penalties. Blocky meanwhile getting past his own tail for 13th place. And Falls dropping down. He lost down 3 places there. And that one corner, and make that 4 now. Has he got damage? He's using battery. Look at what he does once he gets towards final corner. Oh, Blocky with a big set. Where did he come from? My goodness. He put him a massive send to false while I was on board. Jeez. As Tim gets past Butler for third place. Q only 7/10 back of curving. But Tim looks like he might get in this fight soon, as he started to close in a little bit on those two in front of him. As they now make their way up the crest, as James Cruz is out of the race. Oh, I see what happened. There's contact, I guess, between him and Stone Tao. And a virtual safety car has been deployed. Not a full safety car, a virtual safety car. So there's your second virtual safety car. So we've got 2 full safety cars, 2 virtual safety cars that have happened in this race. And Hugh is close to curving. Pretty close. Does Prezzo have damage? I can't see it, but I'm going to look at the steering wheel. That'll give me an indication. Not that corner, maybe this one coming up. I think he does, yeah. I can see the way he's understeering. So I'm guessing he has got wing damage. DRS is enabled. And Hugh is under a second. Same with Tim and Butler. These 4 are going to be the battle for the lead. BCP could get in this if he can catch up to the rest of the field. As Codehouse and Marini are having themselves a scrap. Oh, Codehouse going very wide there. And Blocky coming around the outside. And he gets by the Red Bull, but he's going to come back at him. Nope, not quite. Stays back where he is. Curvin, meanwhile, up by 6/10, but he has that Alfa Romeo close. There's Tim right behind. There's Butler. None of them have penalties, so this is obviously a genuine battle for position as well. Let's look at the battery life. Hugh not using any battery. Curving used quite a bit to try to pull away. Hugh's got over 8%, as Prezzo's gone, I think, slowly there out of that corner. Maybe had a bit of an off. Or him at fault, I'm not sure. Let's see what Hugh does. Coming around the final corner. And that's Big Shit. She's out. Safety car again. Safety car again. For the 3rd time tonight. Bejcic has crashed at turn 13. That apparently, I guess that corner is the accident hotspot. Well, there you go. Safety car for the 3rd time in this race. And Kirby didn't even manage to get past the safety car. He just caught right to it as soon as it got out of the pits. All right. And Osh Crook has dropped to 12th. Did he pit again? Or did he have another incident? I'm not sure, but look who's now also in this fight. Blocky. He could possibly try to win this too. He is on the softs, and they're not completely dead just yet. I think they still got a bit of tire life in them. Question is, how much grip does he have in order to pull it off? So we're just waiting for False to get back. 12th through 15th are on the soft tire. They'll easily make it. They'll obviously try to push their way through the field. A lot of them getting bailed by safety cars from what it seems. So So probably the safety car will come in by the end of lap 24. Once we get to lap 25, we'll have 5 laps to go. Okay, a little bit of notifications there from the Discord chat. Yeah, a little bit of conversation there in the Discord. Yeah, lads. A little conversation between Chich and Absolutely and Prezzo. Guessing they, like I said, they were the ones that were in that little incident there. Same with Lane. Yeah, I would like to know what on earth was going on there that caused unit to go into the barrier on the inside barrier, turn 3. That area I would never expect a car to be. Well, too often at least. Usually a car that ends up crashing at turn 3 would end up on the left side of the barrier. Alright, so we are waiting just for Conehouse to catch up to the field. I think a few of these guys also serve their penalties because only 2 have got penalties. These guys 5 seconds still. Conehouse has got 3. Give the indication once the safety car goes out the exit of turn 12, and we'll give the green light, letting me know there's control on the side of the safety car has to come in this lap. Yeah, a lot of drama in this race, for sure. Okay. If you think this is drama, wait till we go to the next one, which is Monaco. That'll be full of drama, I'd say. Safety car coming in at the end of this lap. The next 2 being street circuits of Monaco and Singapore. So that'll be very interesting to see how these guys will fare out. Bahrain tries to hold off the field. He will go when he feels like it. No one passes until they get to the control line. Ooh, Connor get a little bit antsy. Oh, no, you can't do that. You cannot pass before the line. He does no better than that. Iconic gets a massive jump. Curry was caught napping. Here comes Tim down the inside. Into turn 1. There's wheel to wheel. There are a couple other cars wheel to wheel as well. Can't you crap up to 4th place. Meanwhile, Butler. Oh, it's Phineas Curry! Again, another incident. He's gone so unlucky. He was leading for the second half of the race. He's out. He is out of the, well, not out of the race, but he's dropped completely down the field. Oh, he's left the session under rage quit. Oh, you can't do that, man. That's frustrating for Curry. He was doing so well. Oh, can't do crap. Ah. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Took too much of the curve at turn 10, and then around he goes. Yeah, Connor Q overtook him a little bit under the safety car. And then he backed off, and then Curry got caught napping. And then unfortunately for him, a spin leads him going to the back of the field. But that gap is now 1.2 seconds and slightly increasing. Lucky though, right behind Butler. And he's on the soft tire. He's got some grip. Sam has got to get under the second if he wants any chance of getting Iconic Q. At least to get in his DRS. And yeah, you can see he is pushing, using all the battery that he has in store. As BCV going very wide out of turn 4. Going way too late on the brakes. Nearly running into the back of his teammate. Beatrice has left the session. Don't blame him either. He's He had a bit of a frustrating night. And the racer. Oh, game by Ree as Ree went very wide. There are the two Red Bulls behind. Wheel to wheel to turn 10. This could be interesting indeed. Oh, and Ree almost spins. Well, I nearly got collected by him, but unfortunately that compromised both of them there. 1 second is the gap. 1.05 is the gap. DRS is not enabled just yet. Now make their way down towards the final couple of corners. This will indicate whether or not Tim gets DRS. He's under a second now. He's 1 second now. It's 8/10. I think Iconic made a slight error. Iconic trying to break the slipstream. DRS is now enabled. He's weaving down the front straight away. Tim will get the DRS to go for a move on Iconic Q. He's got pace. Walkie's up to 4th right now. As Butler's in the... Wait, he's all the way down to 13. What's happened to him? I'm not sure, but here comes Tim. He's got closer. He's not close enough. 3 more laps to go. Oh, drama ensuing here. Butler must have had some sort of incident or a mistake or something in that moment. Half a second, and he is close. Tim is very, very close to that Alfa Romeo, but he's used up a lot to that battery. He's got DRS again. He's not going to use the battery now. He's going to wait until he gets to the front stretch. There's Banana. There's Blocky right behind. Could Blocky get his very first podium? He hasn't got one yet here in DBS. He's off for a potential podium finish. Tim might be looking at a potential win. But will it be enough? By the time they cross, there'll be 2 laps to go. DRS for the Aston Martin coming. There it is. The rear weight is open. DRS is enabled. Here comes Blocky down the right side. Here comes Tim down the inside as well. He takes the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Blocky goes to 3rd as well. Lock up there from Iconic Q there. That might have compromised him a bit, but he will get the DRS as they go towards turn 4. So will Blocky. Now towards turn 4. Blocky goes down the inside. They make contact. Blocky spins him. Iconic Q is spun around. That's it. That's his chance of a win. Gone in a blink of a flash. or a blink of an eye. Blink of a flash. That's a new one. I meant to say blink of an eye, but now what's Blocky gonna do here? He's got the soft tires. I think he's got enough grip to at least catch. Tim is at 16 laps on those medium tires. Does he have enough grip though to hold on Blocky? Blocky has got to get DRS. He has to get within under a second ball against a 3-second penalty. Blocky, let's see. No, he is not. He is not within a DRS. He's not. He does not have DRS range. Yep, nothing yet. He has to use the battery, but he doesn't have any of it. Tim doesn't have any of it either. Final lap. This is going to be quite interesting. Konas down the inside of Dan the Racer. Oh, he made contact as well. Konas looking for a very good finish as well. Blocky does not have DRS yet. Banana did, but he's not close. 8/10 of a second. Can these medium tires hold on just for a little bit longer for the 2 Aston Martins? Blocky is getting much, much closer. Yellow flags. That is a Red Bull. Elvada. That's spun at turn 4. He is so close, Blocky. DRS open. No, he's got one more chance, but he's not close enough. He is not close enough. He had one more lap. I think he would have got him. But Tim, after spinning out early in the race, plummeting down towards the rear of the field. Leading the race, has got 2 more laps to go, or 2 more quarters to go, I should say. 2 more quarters to go for the Aston Martin. For the final time, through turns 14 and 15, we've got a new winner here in DBS, and that belongs to Tim Ant. He takes the checker flag. He wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. Lucky will come home in second and get his very first podium here in DBS, a second place finish for the Haas driver. And BCP, another podium finish, this time another third place finish. I think his third one as well. Dan the Racer will finish in 4th place. Another good result for him ever since his second place, or his third place I should say, at Zandvoort. Iconic Q unfortunately will settle for 5th place. How about that? 5 different race winners, and that one belongs to Tim Ant, 46. Driver of the day goes to Dan the Racer. We'll see how much he gained over the course of that race. Iconic has pushed. Oh, so there was an incident between Iconic and Curving, but there is the podium celebration there, and Tim Ant is your race winner. A great finish for Aston Martin as well. A 1-3 finish. That will definitely boost them in the constructor standings for sure. But Blocky, a good race from him too. Gained 2nd place. The first podium there for the Kiwi. So if there was contact between Curving and Q again, that might go to the stewards. Dan the Racer, though, he gained 12 positions over the course of that race. Well done overall to the Haas driver as well. So Haas got a great finish as well, 2 and 4. But there you are, Tim, Blocky, BCP, Dan the Racer, Iconic Q, Conehouse, Canty Craft, Lane Everingham, False Equation, Follow completing the top 10. Greedy, Stone Tail, Bodod, Curving, unfortunately, Seth settles for 14th place. Austin Kirk finishing the last of the point scoring finishers as well, and getting the fastest lap, so he will score an extra point. Chich, James Cruz, absolutely orphan drop, and Vision are the drivers that did not finish. Oh my gosh, I'm also out of breath too. A little bit. But wow. Wow. That was Whew. Goodness me. There you are. What a drama-filled race overall. Yeah, Conehouse, you were dead last at one point at the safety car restart and finished 6th. Yeah, well done to you, indeed. Definitely one of your best. I think that's your best finish so far, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, goodness. There was just so much drama. Drama.
Aston Martin.
Oops. Don't need to play you there, Anthony Davidson. Wow. Yeah, what can I say? A lot of stuff happened. 3 safety cars, full course safety cars, 2 VSCs later, and we get Tim Ant getting his very first win here at Bahrain. But yeah, the drama-filled season is not over yet, of course. This is just round 7 of 24. We will now go to the next track. We will go street circuit racing, this time in the streets of Monte Carlo for the Monaco Grand Prix. But yeah, the next 5 we're looking at is Monaco, Singapore, Brazil, China, and Mexico. That is your next 5 coming up. Maybe a little bit of news as well that I didn't get to mention earlier in the broadcast. So, a couple of new things. We'll start with the game first in terms of its news. As you know from last month, we did have the trailer that really had all the release months for the tracks from the post-launch content: Portimao, Imola, and Jeddah. The next one is supposed to be Imola, and that will come out this month. I'm not entirely sure when. Maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks. Don't know yet. But that'll be coming soon. Definitely cannot wait to drive that track. An iconic, classic race circuit in Formula One. But yeah, it'll be fun to have that coming soon. But yeah, the real life news now that you may have heard over the week that caught a lot of people off guard was this. Is that Qatar, the Losail International Circuit, which is the home to like the MotoGP race for the Qatar Grand Prix, that will now host a Formula One race for this year. That is going to replace Australia. Not only that news, but from 2023 to 2033, for 10 years, we're going to have the race at Qatar for Formula One racing. Thoughts on that? I mean, I just don't think it's going to be a track that's suited for Formula One cars. Really, when I look at the circuit, it's not really has enough width really for a Formula One car to make a lot of overtaking passes or anything. You'll have one DRS zone, I think, in that whole circuit. That'll be down like the front straight. But a lot of people say that it's like a replication of Bahrain. I don't really think that's the case. It is not the case, actually, overall, because it isn't. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, that's a little bit of the news that I wanted to catch up there as well before I sign off. But yeah, this will be the end of the stream now. And until then, my name is KD1997. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the race. Be sure to like and to subscribe to Driven by Speed, as we got plenty more Formula One action to come. Take care and good night.